Hi, this is Dr. Paul with Online Chiropractic Marketing Systems. This is a little brief presentation on how Colossus affects personal injury cases. Now, typically most of the insurance companies in injury cases use computer software to determine the value of car, truck, and motorcycle accident cases. Most use a computer system called Colossus. Now, this is reportedly used by more than 50% of the nation's claims insurance adjusters. Now, many other insurance companies use a similar program. The insurance adjuster inputs the data received from the lawyers, the medical records, and the amount of lost wages. Colossus then considers the severity of the accident and where the accident occurred. Colossus will give a higher value for a case in a venue considered favorable for accident victims, such as a rural versus urban area. Colossus considers whether the accident lawyer has a history of successfully taking trials to verdict, or whether the accident lawyer simply settles. Colossus then specifically looks to injuries as described in medical records. One of the most important questions is whether the injuries are permanent. Colossus also gives higher values for objective injuries such as broken bones, herniated discs, measured by diagnostic testing especially, more so than soft tissue injuries. However, Colossus does give values for muscle spasm, restriction on movement, radiating pain, anxiety, depression, headaches, dizziness, and visual disturbance. Colossus also gives greater value in accident cases where the patient went to the hospital for initial treatment of the injuries immediately after the accident. Colossus takes this information and generates a range of settlement values for that accident case. The problem with Colossus is it cannot grasp the complexity of a human's pain and suffering. There is no computer that can ascertain pain and suffering or how an injury really impacted a person's life. How much is it worth not to be able to pick up your newborn baby? There is no way a computer can answer this question. While Colossus cannot appreciate pain, suffering, and the true impact of the injury on the victim, judges and juries tend to listen to and consider many of the factors that Colossus ignores. Juries make distinctions on how much your case is worth based upon whether or not they think the plaintiff is an honest, good person who has suffered as a result of their injuries. Clearly, the true value of the same injury can vary widely. Now, if the injury is a facial scar, the value a jury will place on the scar is going to depend on the plaintiff. Factors will include sex, age, pride, and appearance. All of these things are going to matter to a jury in determining case value. The same goes for ankle injuries where the victim cannot run. The value is different for the client who can tell a jury they used to run marathons prior to the injury. These details matter to every juror, but the computer tunes them out completely. In reality, juries are in many ways the opposite of Colossus because juries respond to human pain and suffering. A computer cannot understand this kind of impact and never will. I'm Dr. Paul with Online Chiropractic Marketing Systems, and I specialize in chiropractic personal injury marketing. You can reach me at 813-480-1693 or go to my website, onlinechiropracticmarketingsystems.com.